Many senior men spend their entire lives building peace, stability, and financial security only to lose it all in the wrong relationships. After 60, the rules change. Experience should make a man wiser, not more vulnerable. When a man enters his 60s, he is sitting on a lifetime of labor. He has 40 years of saved capital, property, pensions, and most importantly, hard-won peace of mind. He is the king of a fortress he built with his own blood, sweat, and tears. But there is a dangerous psychological vulnerability that strikes men at this age. The desire for companionship, the fear of aging alone, or the blinding rush of a second youth can cause even the most intelligent men to dismantle their own fortresses from the inside out. Today, we are going to talk about the absolute limits of late-life romance. We are going to expose the financial and emotional traps that await senior men when they re-enter the dating market or marry again. If you are over 60, your margin for error is gone. You do not have another 40 years to rebuild a bankrupt retirement fund, and your heart cannot withstand the toxic stress of emotional manipulation. These are the 10 strict, unbreakable rules senior men must follow. 10 things you must never do for a woman after 60. Let's open the ledger. 1. Never change your will to accommodate a new partner early in the relationship. Do not hijack your bloodline's legacy. When an older man meets a new, charming woman, his brain is flooded with a chemical cocktail of dopamine and oxytocin. This is the honeymoon phase. In this intoxicating phase, she makes him feel young, vibrant, and alive. And in a desperate bid to prove his love and secure her loyalty, men make a fatal, catastrophic mistake. They rewrite their wills, putting properties, life insurance, and assets into her name. You must understand the psychology of legacy. The wealth you built was meant for your children and your grandchildren. It is the culmination of your life's work. To legally transfer those assets to a woman you have known for a few months or even a few years is a betrayal of your own blood. A truly high-value woman will respect your legacy. She will understand that your primary duty is to your children. But an exploitative woman will subtly pressure you using emotional blackmail. She will say, "If you really loved me, you would make sure I'm taken care of." Do not fall for this manipulation. A woman's loyalty must be proven over decades, not months. Keep your will locked and keep your legacy exactly where it belongs. 2. Never merge your bank accounts or combine your finances. In traditional marriage, 20-year-olds merge their finances because they are building from zero together. But at 60, you are not building from zero. You are a corporation merging with a highly unpredictable startup. Many men merge accounts under the illusion of trust. They want to show the woman that they are a team. But merging accounts before a minimum of 5 years of absolute proven loyalty opens the door to rapid financial drain. Once she has unrestricted access to your checking, savings, or credit lines, your lifestyle becomes her lifestyle. If she lacks financial discipline, she will slowly bleed your accounts dry through microtransactions, expensive dinners, vacations, home renovations, and luxury items. Before you realize it, the nest egg that was supposed to last you until age 90 is cut in half. Maintain absolute financial sovereignty. Keep your accounts separate. If you want to pay for a vacation, pay for it from your account. Never give away the keys to the treasury just to prove you are a nice guy. 3. Never tolerate drama and never sacrifice your inner peace. When you are 25, a toxic, argumentative relationship is emotionally painful. But when you are 65, a toxic relationship is biologically lethal. We must look at the biology of aging. Chronic stress triggers the release of cortisol. In younger men, the body can process cortisol and recover. But in senior men, prolonged cortisol exposure destroys the immune system, spikes blood pressure, and dramatically increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Many men, desperate to keep the relationship alive, will swallow their pride and endure constant arguments, silent treatments, and emotional volatility. They walk on eggshells to appease her. Listen to me carefully. No woman is worth a heart attack. Your inner peace is the most valuable asset you own. If a woman brings chaos, tension, and relentless drama into your home, you must remove her immediately. At this stage in life, love must equal peace. If it does not bring peace, it is a poison. Do not drink it. 4. Never let a woman isolate you from your family. One of the most common and devastating tactics of an exploitative or narcissistic partner is forced isolation. When an older man brings a new woman into his life, his adult children are often the first to notice the red flags. They are not blinded by romantic love. They observe her objectively. When your children express concern, the manipulative woman will immediately play the victim. She will claim your family is toxic or disrespectful. She will demand that you defend her, subtly forcing you to cut off contact with your own sons and daughters. This is a predatory tactic. A predator always separates the weakest sheep from the flock before the kill. By isolating you from your support system, she ensures that she becomes your only source of reality and the sole beneficiary of your wealth. If your children warn you about her, drop your ego and listen. And if a woman ever asks you to choose between her and your bloodline, show her the door. 5. Never take financial responsibility for her adult children. It is a noble trait for a man to want to provide, but this biological hero instinct can easily be weaponized. Many senior women re-entering the dating market have adult children who are financially unstable, lazy, or deeply irresponsible. Before you know it, you are paying for her son's car repairs, covering her daughter's rent, or letting them live in your spare bedrooms rent-free. You must draw a definitive, unbreakable line. You are a romantic partner to the mother, not an ATM for her grown offspring. You spent your entire life raising your own children. Your shift is over. Financing the lives of capable adult strangers is a profound disrespect to your own hard work. If she cannot accept that boundary, she is looking for a sponsor, not a soulmate. 6. Never pay off her past debts. This is a trap that snares countless successful older men. You meet a woman you care about, but you discover she is drowning in $30,000 of credit card debt or a massive car loan. She cries, she says she is stressed, and the man, wanting to be the white knight, writes a check to wipe her slate clean. Psychologically, paying off her debts is one of the worst things you can do. Debt is not just a math problem. It is a behavioral pattern. If a woman reaches her 50s or 60s with massive consumer debt, it proves a severe lack of discipline and impulse control. By paying it off, you do not save her. You simply teach her that she does not have to face the consequences of her actions because you will always bail her out. You destroy the polarity of the relationship. She stops seeing you as a man and starts seeing you as a utility. Let her carry her own bags. 7. Never add her name to your property deeds before a legally bound ironclad marriage. And even then, think twice. We are entering the realm of brutal legal reality. Men are hopelessly romantic, but the court system is completely emotionless. A man will invite a woman to live with him. After a few years, she will complain that she doesn't feel secure. She will say, "This is your house, not our house. If something happens to you, I'll be out on the street." To alleviate her anxiety, the man makes the catastrophic error of adding her name to the title of the house. Gentlemen, the moment you put her name on that deed, you have just gifted her 50% of your largest asset for free. If the relationship turns sour the very next day, you cannot legally kick her out of your own house. She can force the sale of the property, taking half of the equity you spent 30 years paying for. Do not trade legal ownership for emotional validation. If she wants the security of a house, she can buy her own. Keep your kingdom in your name. 8. Never tolerate disrespect to appear forgiving. There is a modern psychological virus that teaches men to be endlessly accommodating. Many older men, wanting to avoid conflict, will let a woman speak to them disrespectfully. They will let her make belittling jokes about them in public. They will let her roll her eyes, raise her voice, or constantly criticize their habits. The man tells himself he is just being mature and compromising. This is not maturity, it is cowardice, and it destroys the relationship from the inside out. For a woman to love a man, she must first deeply respect him. The moment you allow a woman to disrespect you without immediate, calm, and firm consequences, she loses her attraction to you. She will test your boundaries to see if you are a king or a court jester. If she disrespects you, You must stop the interaction immediately. Look her in the eye and quietly but firmly state that this behavior is unacceptable. If it continues, you must walk away. A man who does not demand respect will quickly find himself living with a woman who despises him. 9. Never abandon your friends for a woman. The brotherhood of male friendship is one of the greatest psychological anchors a man can have. These are the men who have known you through your divorces, your career changes, your failures, and your triumphs. They are your mirror and your sounding board. A toxic or controlling partner will systematically try to dismantle your friendships. She will claim your friends are bad influences, or that they are immature, or she will simply create so much drama when you want to see them that you eventually stop trying. This is another form of isolation. When a man loses his brotherhood, he loses his masculine core. He becomes completely emotionally dependent on the woman, which is exactly where a manipulator wants him. A high-value, healthy woman will actively encourage you to spend time with your friends because she knows a man needs a tribe. Never sacrifice the brothers who stood by you for a woman who just arrived. 10. Never fund her business ventures with your retirement money. Many women enter their 50s or 60s and decide they want to reinvent themselves. They want to open a bakery, start an interior design business, or become a consultant, and they will look directly at your retirement savings to fund their dream. The statistical reality is brutal. Over 80% of new businesses fail within the first 5 years. If she has no background in business, she is essentially gambling with the money you need to survive your final decades on Earth. If she truly believes in her business plan, she can take it to a bank. Let the loan officer evaluate her market strategy. Do not let your romantic feelings turn you into a reckless venture capitalist. Your retirement account is a fortress, not an angel investment fund. Say no, protect your survival. When a man reaches 60, he has entered the final, most important phase of his life. He has survived the battlefield of youth. He has accumulated wisdom, resources, and scars. Here is the ultimate truth you must carry forward. The right woman will relentlessly protect what you have built. She will respect your boundaries, she will honor your legacy, and she will add peace to your kingdom. But an exploitative woman will only search for what she can take before you realize she is taking it. Do not be blinded by the illusion of youth, and do not be driven by the fear of loneliness. You have worked too hard for too long to lose it all to a temporary emotional high. Guard your fortress, maintain your boundaries, and never ever sacrifice your peace, your family, or your life savings for a relationship that has not proven its absolute worth. If you have witnessed a man lose his legacy to these traps, or if you have survived one yourself, warn your brothers in the comments below. Share your story. If this message has changed the way you view your late life journey and your legacy, please subscribe to our channel and like this video. We are uncovering the truths that society often tries to hide. Protect your future. The next chapter of wisdom will be revealed soon. Until next time, protect your kingdom.